Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm the girl on top. Sometimes. Anyways, hi everybody. Sorry I'm coughing. I just lit a big joint. My last one. We're sad about that. We're in a hurry today. We have a lot of shit to do. Well, I have a lot of shit to do. But I promised you this update on this case, and I woke up early this morning to get it. I woke up early this morning to get it for us, so don't you worry. I literally set my alarm very early, and I'm glad I did because it was only here for moments until it got taken away again. But I did capture it. How lucky for us. So as a little summary, this was a case that we watched on Sunday, where the parents were in front of Judge Michael Nelson, and they were sharing custody, like Sunday to Wednesday, and then the opposite. Dad is the hair barber, and mom was the daycare worker. So, hi Shasta Rob. So we are gonna watch, and honestly, you're gonna feel it with me. Let's all almost have a heart attack together as we watch this case. You'll understand what I mean in a moment. Judge is muted, but he'll be talking soon. He's talking to somebody else. He's chit-chatting it up. He's chit-chatting it up. It's early on a Wednesday morning. Wow! It was so big. It was so big. And long, but also mostly big. Square. Similar to a camera. They gave them all out at this wedding. You would have seen them. They were up and down. Square. Amazing. He's incredulous. I can't believe it either, Judge. Huge. There, everywhere. It was everywhere. Sorry. Sometimes I make myself laugh. All right, Judge, let's get going, huh? You gonna do up your tie or what?
Yeah, go ahead and check the lobby and let's see who's here on this case. Mr. Welch, looks like I'm getting ready. My 9:30 is getting ready to have to get going, sir. I'll just write it out in the letter. I was just going to put it on the record, but I'll just send a ruling out in a letter, and you can forward a copy to Ms. Martinez, and I'll send a copy, and I'll have a copy sent to Ms. Beavis, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Navarro, Ms. Martinez, you hear that?
Yes.
Paisley heard it.
Right.
Paisley
My apologies,
was pissed.
but yeah, I need his lawyer needs to be here for me to do this, and I got another case starting here, so I got to get going, and it's a live one, so. Anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and send it out, and I'll get that out by this evening, all right? So y'all can go ahead and log off, folks, okay? Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Paisley wept.
Okay, now here she is.
And then cried joy.
Hold it, let me let her in. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Here we go.
This was too much of a roller coaster.
Oh, okay. Well,
for
it looks
me in
like
the
we're
morning.
going to be running a little late on my 9:30 here, so so I'll go ahead and do this one then. All right, Miss Beavis, how you doing, ma'am? So I was getting ready to let everybody
Fine.
know I had a 9:30, but anyway. All right, let me see if I can read straight this morning. Let me go ahead and get this on the record. We're already broadcasting. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and make my ruling on the 24 DFAM 348008 in the interest of Navarro and Navarro Martinez minor children, non-custodial party being Alexander Navarro, custodial party being Angelica Martinez. Anyway, folks, the court's going to go ahead, and this is my ruling based on the fact that the court finds that over the last year and a half, 2 years, the parties have been on the equivalent of a 3-day on with dad, a 4-day on with mom, with exchange on Sunday evenings. So since this is what the children are used to, this is what the court's going to do. The court's going to name both parties joint managed conservators. I'm going to give the mother the right to decide domicile, but that right is restricted to Bell County, and I really say restricted to Belton Independent School District. So that means, ma'am, you're going to have to remain either in Temple or Belton because I'm restricting you to having those children in BISD. Okay, the courts, like I said, I found earlier that y'all doing a 3-day on with dad, 4-day on schedule with mom. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. The only thing I'm going to change is the exchange of the girls on the Sunday. Instead of at 6 p.m., I'm gonna move it up to 3, so dad and them can have some time to do something on a weekend afternoon. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Let me finish my notes here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up visitation. Obviously, y'all are doing the 3 and 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up. And I've made mom the conservative with the right to decide domicile. So under visitation packages, she falls in there. Dad falls in as the non-custodial, even though he's got the kids 3 days a week. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the standard Christmas schedule, the standard family code Christmas schedule, standard family code Thanksgiving schedule. For summers, I'm going to give dad the month of June, well, summer visitation starting the first when he picks the girls up on that first Sunday in June.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's a boy and a son. I mean, daughter and son.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I thought it was girls. Sorry. Anyway, for summer visitation, you get the month of June, sir. So when you pick the children up for that first that's first Sunday in June, we get them on that Sunday at 3 p.m. You have them until the first Sunday in July.
Yes,
and
Your
then
Honor.
mom gets them and has them through the first Sunday in August. Each of you
All
get
right.
1 weekend back during that time frame. It's y'all each get to see the kids for 1 weekend starting at 6 p.m. on Friday, going to 6 p.m. on Sunday, and that's going to be on the 3rd Friday of each of those 2 months. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's make this on a separate notepad and not the docket because I want to run this by. Okay, yeah, there's my summers. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and line the children's names up. Like I say, right now I've got Amelia is Navarro and Isaiah is Navarro Martinez. I'm gonna go ahead and make both parties Navarro Martinez. So both children have both the parents' name. That's the way I normally do it anyway. So this is the way it sets up. So like I said, the older child Amelia now's last name is now Navarro Martinez. Isaiah is now Navarro Martinez. I'm going to order the court finds that the mother is on the grantee on the Medicaid. So I'm ordering dad to pay cash medical. I got 2 different figures down here, Mr. Welch. I got 52 and 58. Which is it?
It would be in that case, with Miss Martinez.
You've got one other child now.
In that case, Your Honor, it would be 52.
52. All right. And based on the fact that mom gets the children, that extra, he gets them on an average of 12 days a month. She gets them on 18, 19. I am going to go ahead and order child support from dad at 100. And I'm going to deviate from guidelines, obviously, because he has the children so much of the time. So I'm going to order child support at $142 starting the first day of May. and cash medical at 52 for the Medicaid starting the first day of May. Waiving court costs on both parties. And I think that can, yeah, cost waive. All right, I think that completes what I have here, folks. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and take questions at this time, Mr. Welch and Ms. Phoebus, and then from you, Ms. Martinez. Thank you.
Judge, I just wanted to make sure I understand that it's the same possession schedule. So it's Sunday through Wednesday every week, and we just
Yeah.
changed the Sunday to 3 p.m. instead.
Yes, Dad. So that way Dad has some time instead of taking them straight home, having dinner, go to bed, they can go out and do something.
Thank you. That's all I have.
All right. All right, Mr. Welch.
So Your Honor, a couple things. You were talking about how each gets one weekend, 5 p.m. on Friday to 6 p.m. on Sunday. What Fridays of each month? Is it the third
No.
Friday?
That's only during the summer visitation.
That's
Remember
summer.
in the summer they get each party always gets a weekend back. I'm setting them up on the third weekend of June for Mom and on the third weekend of July for Dad. And that's the third Friday of the month on both those cases, in both those circumstances.
And then, yeah, so.
Medicaid is not free, Lisa. I literally heard some lady say this today. The state has to pay for it. So when you're on child support, they take that. They make you pay some of that back. Now, I guess the whole point is that, I mean, I'm a socialist, obviously, I guess, or I don't know what you'd call me. I'm Canadian. So this never comes up in our parenting things. Never. So it's confusing. But point being, out-of-pocket medical expenses are generally split to the parent's income skew. So, for example, if one parent makes significantly more than the other, how they tend to calculate child support around here, if you share custody, is that they do the calculation for one parent with their income, then they do the calculation for the other parent with their income, and then they do the math, and the difference, whoever makes more pays the difference to the other person. And medical expenses don't really, you would split them sort of the same. So if you were getting the payment because you made less, and 70%, you might pay 30% of medical expenses, whereas the other parent might pay 70%. Oh, Lisa, this court, especially in Texas, almost, I would say exclusively, they always address retroactive medical support. They'll call it that, retroactive medical support, and it is generally if it's generally owed to the state, and it's the last thing that's collected and dispersed. So when people are making payments on arrearages, etc., that go to another parent, that gets paid first, and then the state gets paid, at least in Texas. But generally speaking, it would behoove people to get their own insurance if they can, because then they don't have to pay it via the child support office, which means it's not garnished.
So what I wrote down is Dad has the month of June, starting first Sunday in June at 3 p.m. have until first Sunday in July, and then Mom has first Sunday in August.
Yeah, he returns them on the first Sunday in July, and Mom has them through the first Sunday in August.
And that's for the entire month of August?
No, he has to. It ends. Her summer visitation ends on the first month.
Yeah,
first
it's just for the summer possession under a standard possession order.
Oh, all right. And then what day on Wednesday, or not what day on Wednesday? What time on Wednesday? Will the child be returned to Mom?
They've been doing that at 6 p.m. I'm gonna keep that where it was 6 p.m. on Sunday, 6 p.m. on Wednesday. I just moved. The only thing I moved was the Sunday one to 3.
And then since I'm writing up the visitation, is the exchanges at mom's residence?
No, they've been doing it as agreed, so they've been picking up or dropping off.
All right, then. Well, if they can go ahead and come to agreement, fair agreement, then I'm gonna go ahead and make it the I'm guessing the Temple police substation out on 36 is probably the closest police station I have out here, the one with the fire station.
They were doing it at the Dollar. Can't remember the name of the
The Dollar
Dollar.
General on 6th
Yeah.
Avenue.
Okay, let's go ahead and y'all if y'all can agree to anything but failing the agreement, you have to do it at the Dollar General. All right.
Okay.
Y'all can pick another spot, in case y'all want to pick it at McDonald's, do it at McDonald's or something. Y'all can do it like that if you want to. But if you're failing the agreement, it's at the dollar store. And go ahead and let's get everybody on Cash App. I mean Cash App. Judge is money oriented. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get everybody on the parenting app, app close, and I'll go. And in fact, I'll go ahead and have Mr. Navarro set up the account and send the information over, the invitation over to Ms. Martinez. Mr. Navarro, I'm going to put you on the app close. It's a free parenting app. Doesn't cost you anything. But from now on, I want y'all communicating through it. Have y'all been using that?
Yeah, we just signed it up this weekend, Your Honor.
All right, we already did that. Good. All right, that'll work. All right, folks. And like I said, waiving court costs. Is there anything else, Mr. Welch?
And then, Your Honor, non-disclosure.
I did not deal with. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going with non-disclosure on this one.
I would ask that we don't need it, Judge. I mean,
I don't think we do either. They're cooperating. They got the kids so much between the two of them. Yeah, we'll keep non-disclosure out of this. Everybody needs to
Yes,
know
Your
where
Honor.
everybody
Can I ask
is
a question?
and everything else in the
Mr. Navarro, you can call me after this and ask a question. Okay.
Okay.
Erica.
All right. Anything else then, Mr. Welch?
And then last thing, Your Honor, more of a formality, I guess. So on the retroactive, state wasn't really we didn't take any position on it. We requested in our pleading. Do you want to order that there's no retroactive child medical or dental?
No retroactive. But I am ordering child support going forward.
I think that's it, Your Honor. And if I do have any more questions about visitation, I can always ask Ms. Bibas. So thank you.
All right, not a problem. Like I said, I got this one written down on the note sheet. So if you need anything else, I'm getting ready to go ahead and put it on a fresh docket sheet, and so it'll all be there also. Thank you both very much. And Ms. Martinez, do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
All right. Thank you all very much. Good luck, folks, going forward. And we're off the record, and everybody's free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Watch how fast he deletes. Let's watch together and talk about.
No, Mr. Martinez. Well, know about
Okay.
DocuSign, but they'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, Judge, back to your live trial while we talk about the pie that I made last night. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. We've already dug into it, obviously. This is a raspberry lemon pie, and it costs under $10 and took me under 20 minutes to make. And I've gotten excellent reviews on it. Only 5 ingredients. So I bought the pie shell. I was going to make quiche, and then I decided no. And then the frozen raspberries were on sale at Walmart. They were for $3.88, so I needed 2 bags of those. Then 1 lemon. Oh, see, he cut it now. 1 lemon, which I zested the entire lemon, and then I squeezed in about half a lemon. It was very juicy, though. Look at that. Fucking gone. But I was still sleeping, so apparently for 17 minutes, I just slept. Anyways, zest of the lemon juice, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, not even that much, and 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. You don't even cook that filling. No, ma'am. No. No, ma'am. You thaw your raspberries in some water and drain it nice so that it's fully drained. Then you just mix it in a bowl with everything. And then you pour it in. And then you bake it. Oh, and it's delightful. Look at it. It looks amazing. And then what I did was I bought a 2-pack of pie shells because I was going to make the quiche. They were on sale for like $3. And what I did was you thaw those. So one is the bottom, and then the other one, after 15 minutes, I popped it out and then I sliced it up, and that's how I made the lattice. And if you look closely, I even cut out some hearts. And this is what it's like to live with a personal chef. I have to drill that home here at the house. Because I can't have him forget that. And, oh, do you guys want to see? Last night's dinner was fucking delicious. I have a picture of that as well. It was, look at this. Oh, it's probably going to cut them out because we had green beans. No soggy bottom at all, Shasta Rob. No soggy bottom. And I got good reviews from the asshole himself. If you didn't know, I am a personal chef to an asshole in his 40s. He recently got a new job, and so I have been packing him a lunch and breakfast every day. And today at 10:30, I'll say, I got a text message that this pie was excellent. So that tells me that he ate it early, I guess. Like, I wasn't expecting a 10:30 text. Anyways, that was, oh yeah, you can see it. That was dinner last night. Those are chicken thighs that I baked in the oven after seasoning them almost offensively with so much seasoning. But I've been learning, and really that's how things taste good. You have to use a lot of seasoning on things. So I seasoned them. Then I made rice and garlic green beans, and I served that, and I put the rice in a bowl to serve it. Again, personal chef. And then that steak sauce, or steak sesame sauce on the side. So, what a delightful dinner. Honestly, really, really yummy. Super easy. The top of the chicken, after I seasoned all the chicken, I put mayonnaise on top of it. What? Yeah. That's right, mayonnaise, and panko breadcrumbs. Delicious. Literally so good. I should have had parsley. Bill, you're right. I should probably have parsley growing in my house for amazing garnish. But I don't. Again, I'm mostly the baker, but I am good at cooking too. So, but he did complain today because I sent him with the leftover chicken and rice, which I thought was a good lunch. But he's like, oh, I wanted a sandwich. Well, tomorrow you'll get a sandwich, and tonight you can have a sandwich for your dinner because I have to go to work. No, they'll have pizza. Anyways, I hope that you guys had a wonderful time. I'm sorry that it was short. I wish I could share a piece of pie with you. Honestly, I really wish that you guys could have a cup of hot coffee and a piece of warm pie with me, because that's what I'm gonna do. Then I have to clean up after the disaster that is personal chef Paisley. Private cleaner Paisley is a different person than personal chef Paisley. I have been working exceptionally hard to combine the two of them, but it is very difficult. So we have to have dual personalities. The cleaning Paisley comes in after the fact, but then she was distracted by the pie that personal chef Paisley made. I won't be back tonight, you guys, but I got a lot of court today, and some of it I want to make into videos because I really need to make some videos. No, Adam, they don't, but I don't use chemicals to clean because I'm like a bit of a hippie. Accidental hippie. So we use a lot of vinegar and elbow grease. Oh, by the way, when I made the chicken, do you know what I used to, the oil that I used to season it was bacon fat. Little personal chef tip for you. Bacon fat makes almost everything taste delicious. And you've already paid for it. Don't throw it away. Filter it into a wee jar, and then you fucking scoop it into your stuff and use it like oil. Sometimes I feel like a homesteader, or like every time I buy this, I shit you not. Every time I buy like sugar, I always think to myself like, oh, I feel like I'm Little House on the Prairie buying my sack of sugar. But you know, the frozen pizza next to it sort of ruins it. It ruins the ambiance, the Oregon Trail ambiance. But for a moment in time, when I look at my little sack of sugar, I think to myself, oh, what would it be like back in the day? And I'd be like, they would put fucking way less sugar and no cream in their coffee like you, miss. So you're lucky you live now. We do compost, yes, Shasta Rob. Absolutely. We have to compost where I live. It's actually illegal not to compost. I know you're like, what? No, they go through the garbage and they'll charge you if they find food waste in there. They provide a green bin for you to send your food waste out. And then you can also have a personal compost in the backyard if you want. But the city will pick it up every 2 weeks. Ideally, though, what I want is chickens. Because once we have chickens, you have no more waste. You just get eggs. It's like weird. You trade garbage for eggs from the chickens. I'm working on it. That's why the lady needs to bake delicious pies and do all these things so that I can convince him to get chickens. Eggshells go right back into the compost, or the chickens go they go back to the chicken as long as they're smushed up. You don't want to give them solid eggs because it might teach them to eat their own, but you can crush up eggshells and send them back to the chickens and they'll polish that off as well. I have done a lot of research into like homesteading. Oh, you can have backyard chickens here, Bill. I think you can even have backyard goats. I think there was like some girl who went crazy and like begged the city for backyard something or other, and they were like, okay. But the chickens thing is good because chickens actually don't need even close to 2 acres. That's insane. You can have chickens on a very small plot, especially if you're feeding them food scraps and they're not like foraging. It's really not. You don't need 2 acres. But, oh yeah, but that's the problem, Erica. If you have chickens, you have to keep them safe. And those fucking raccoons are beasties. I hate them. We have a lot of raccoons around here. I guess you'd want a dog. And then you're like, well, then you should live on 2 acres. See, it all comes down to it. Anyways, you guys, I gotta go. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Keep an eye out for more videos coming in the next little while. Erica, there's a dude I watch called, what is his name? Goldshaw Farms? I think you'll see that. Anyways, he has ducks, but he talks a lot about like the way he's made the coops and stuff like that. There's a few of them. Anyways, Remind me, we'll talk about it another day. I hope that you guys have a good one. Remember that I love you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you tomorrow. Regular long show tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I just did a little looking, and in April we were live every single day. I know we missed some members onlys, but we were together live like 32 times. So that's pretty good for the month of April when there's only 30 days. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Ways down and ready to ride.